the Q&A video to celebrate 10,000 subscribers. So, fireworks, confetti, yay! Thank you so much. I never thought we'd get here, to be honest. I think when I started, honestly, it was really just for fun, just to put videos out there and to like build my confidence, I guess, like get comfortable with looking at myself talk and hearing my voice and just doing like fun little ASMR things. But now we're here, so we're just gonna keep going and see where that takes us. So thank you so much. With that said, we're gonna go ahead and just crack onto it, to saying that I've never heard. I don't know why I said that. We're gonna go ahead and answer some questions. Let's get right down to it. So I do have I have my computer screen up here, so I will be looking back and forth from like here to the screen. So if it looks like I'm distracted, I'm not. I'm just reading questions. I'm gonna try my best to read the usernames of the people that did ask the question. I'm not gonna know how to read some of them, I'm not gonna lie, and I apologize in advance. My glasses are still crooked. It's driving me insane. Oh my god. I really like these frames, but it's just, it keeps sitting like this and it keeps bugging me, but we'll try to ignore it. Let's go ahead and go to the first question I see here. So I actually posted a community community post, whatever it's called. I don't know. Community post? This is so improv. I did a post on YouTube, and that's where I asked people if they had any questions whatsoever. So we're gonna go ahead to the first person whose username I can't say. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna spell it out. Oh, I think it's Dr. Plague 908. I think that's right. I'm sorry if it's not. So they asked, with you being a really good artist, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Have you ever drawn your own Pokemon / regional forms? And if yes, what are they? Would also be a cool video for a professor teaching about new species of Pokemon. So I've actually considered making a video like that because I do have a couple of Fakemon, and I think I actually posted like the starters of one of them where I was asking if you guys could help me name the fire snake one. But yeah, I have some Fakemon. I would love to do a video like that once I have more solidified designs. It's definitely been on my mind, but yeah, I have drawn my own Pokemon, and I would like to continue at some point. I just keep getting distracted with like other projects, but I would like to eventually start doing polls on the channel asking you guys of more of your opinions. Do sort of like what is that one channel called? I loved them. It's like the subjectively, something like that, where they're constantly asking the community questions on how they're going to form their like fan-made Pokemon region. I would love to do something like that. I spent a long time on that first question, sorry. Second question is from, I'm gonna suck at this, I'm so sorry. It's either Airy Uni or Irie Uni 7. If it's not either of those, you're allowed to be mad at me. Said, oh, your cat is adorable. Thank you so much. He's outside of the bedroom right now, but maybe he'll make another appearance. Let's see, X-based L, I can't tell if that's an L or an I or a 1, said, that's so exciting to see how much you've grown, been here since 1,000 subs. Oh, heck yeah, thank you so much. Include your cat in the Q&A, please. I will do my darndest to do that. I hope he comes around. I don't know, he might be sleeping right now, honestly. It's 11:13 at this very current moment. But if he doesn't make an appearance, I'll take a picture of him and I'll post him. Oh, here we have a question from one of my members. So hi, hello. Jorge asked, thanks for sharing the cat pictures, always, of course. They asked, as for questions, what was your first Pokemon game? Is there any ASMR artist that influenced you? This one might be a bit more personal, but what is your ethnic background? Answers you say fit. So we have 3 different questions here. First Pokemon game. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Ruby. So I actually got into Pokemon because of Jaden Animations. I have a whole funny thing with that I'll get onto later on. Maybe right now, I don't know. But ever since she posted her first ever Nuzlocke video where she played Pokemon Ruby, I was like, I want to play Pokemon Ruby. I love her. Maybe I'll like it too. And I chose Torchic as my first ever Pokemon, my first ever starter, because she chose a Torchic. And I named that Torchic Tequila. I think a couple of you guys have asked me from one video why I named my first ever Pokemon Tequila. I might as well answer that now. Why not? It is a Q&A video. So before I played Pokemon, there was a different game that I played that was like similar in a way because you could collect monsters, called Beastie Bay by Kairosoft, one of those. And there is one monster which is a like orangey brownish bird that's an Aquila, and I was kind of thinking of that monster for my Torchic, who was also a orangish bird, and I named that Aquila Tequila just because the words are similar, so I just transferred that name over to Tequila the Torchic, and that's the story of why my first ever Pokemon's name is Tequila. Second question from them is, are there any ASMR artists that influenced you? Oh gosh, that's a good question. That influenced me directly, I'm not sure. I want to say like Luna Bloom. Maybe one of the wigs that I have is actually directly from her Amazon list. It's the pink, the brown to pink gradient one that she wears sometimes, that I've done a couple times, mainly for my Nurse Joy video. So there's that one. I love her stuff. She's super pretty, and I really like her videos. I mean, there's definitely ASMR artists that I enjoy, like Goodnight Moon, Luna Bloom, Alexandria ASMR. Honestly, Pokimane was the first one I actually watched ASMR videos from. I don't know how much they've directly influenced me. More recent ones like ASMR and R, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys watch him too. If you don't, you should really check out his stuff. His videos are also Pokemon related. His editing and overall like quality of his videos is way higher than mine. Green screen sprites, it's great. You should really check him out if you haven't already. ASMR and R, awesome. I think he commented on one of my videos. I was so excited when I saw that. I was like, oh my god, no way. And then the third question, what is your ethnic background? So not too personal, no worries. I am actually I'm half Caucasian on my dad's side, and then on my mom's side I am actually Filipino. So for any Filipinos out there, hi, hello, I am too. I've had a couple of people wonder, and I've had some people mistaken me for being like Mexican. Understandable, I see it. But yeah, I am half Caucasian and half Filipino, so fun facts. Next one is from Nightshade729. I know you've probably answered these before, but I have two questions. One, what are your top 5 Pokemon? Ooh, that's a fun one. And then number 2, what are your top 3 favorite types? Okay, let's see. Top 5 Pokemon. I've done this before because there's actually a favorite Pokemon picker, and I think the website is actually just straight up called something like that. First favorite, my ultimate favorite's definitely Aggron. I don't parade him a lot on my channel just because he unfortunately doesn't match the general aesthetic that I have going on, but Aggron's my absolute favorite. I loved him so much. I had him on my very first team in Pokemon Ruby. I had 2 of him. I had 2 Aggrons on my team. I know, I didn't know how team building worked, but that's okay. Aggron's my first favorite. I would say my second favorite kind of has to be Butterfree. Butterfree is probably the like official, unofficial mascot of my channel, so Butterfree's number 2. Number 3, oh gosh, this is where it gets really tricky because I have to make sure I'm not forgetting anyone. Jirachi's definitely somewhere in there. I don't know if Jirachi's number 3, but she's somewhere in there. I'm trying to think. I really like Garganacl. I like Garganacl a lot. I really like Lurantis, in no specific order for those guys. Oh my god. Oh, Cetitan's my 3rd favorite. Let's just these might move around, but let's go ahead and say Aggron number 1, Butterfree number 2, So Titan number 3. Jirachi number 4 and Garganacl number 5. Let's just put it at that for now. That's not official, but we'll say them for now. And then favorite types. Steel is my favorite type. Mostly because of Aggron, but I also just like all of the steel types in general. Second favorite type. So this is gonna sound stupid. I actually really like the rock type. I don't know, like I was going through all the rock Pokemon one day and I was like, wow, there's a lot of really good rock Pokemon. Honestly, my taste isn't the most valid. One of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon is Graveler. I'm just a fan of Graveler. Lots of rock type Pokemon I'm a fan of, so rock would probably be my second favorite. And then my third favorite, that's a lot trickier. I'm gonna go ahead and say electric. Electric is a really solid type with a lot of really good Pokemon. We'll say that. Yeah, steel, rock, electric. My glasses are gonna drive me insane. I'm so sorry if you have like OCD or anything, or if you just have a keen eye. My glasses keep slanting. Great questions so far. And then it looks like Lowbry Cunt, I don't know how to say your name, asked something similar. What is your favorite Pokemon and type? Aggron and Steel. Clown Flavored Gummy asked, well, they said, I have a question, and then asked, what's your favorite video you've made, and also do you have a favorite legendary Pokemon? My favorite video. That's tricky. Okay, let me go ahead and go to my channel first, and then let's take a look, because I don't have all of them memorized. Like, a couple of them come to mind, but I can't say for sure. So we're gonna take a look. I feel like I have to at least give a shout out to my applying for a gym leader video. That's by far like 100% my most popular video. It's at like what, 263,000, far past all my other videos. Apparently that's how a lot of people found this channel and subscribed in the first place. So I have to at least give a shout out to that one. It was like pretty fun to record and it was pretty fun to set up, so it's definitely up there. I don't know if it's my favorite though. Gosh. So the adopting an evolution video was actually going to be my first Pokemon video, but I had so much set up for it that I was scared of messing it up and I wanted to keep practicing it a couple more times. And the applying to become a Pokemon gym leader was actually the one that I wanted to put before the evolutions one to buy time for it. Gym leader one, I kind of made it up on the spot a little bit, really low prep work, and it ended up being my most popular one, so that's so much fun. My favorite one, I don't know. Nurse Joy was a lot of fun to do. I like the this or that's. I don't really know if I have a favorite. Getting Fido ready for the dog show, that was, I don't know if it's necessarily the videos itself that I really liked, or just the fact that it was kind of a comeback video for me, because I hadn't really posted in a while, and that's when I was in the middle of my really weird living situation. I don't think I have a favorite. Like, I could just go on and on about the different ones. Never mind. No, I have a favorite. It's the which Pokemon type best represents you. That's a pretty new one, but I had a lot of like fun creating the questions for that, setting it up and doing it. I think that one's my favorite. We'll go with that, yeah. Also because I need to move on to the next one. Luke Burdick asked, what are your top 5 animes? Oh god, this is really hard. Oh no. Let me just recall the ones that I've watched. Let me see. My top 5. I mean, let me see. I enjoyed Dandadan a lot. I enjoyed Demon Slayer a lot. I'm really looking forward to the new stuff coming out for those. I don't know if I can really rank them right now or like officially say my top 5. I'm probably just gonna list the ones that I liked the most. So those two. Technically my first ever anime was Sonic X back when I was in 3rd grade. That was my entire personality when I was a kid. Oh my gosh. I might have to get back to you on that one. Like, I can't say for sure, but I definitely have enjoyed those. Yeah, I might have to come back to that one. Sorry. Let's see. Jude Rowan, I'm sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing that. 8014 said, did you go to college, and if so, what did you go for? I myself just graduated with the ability to become a high school math teacher. Congratulations. Funny thing is, yes, I did go to college, and I actually went for education too. I was originally in design for about like a semester until I decided to change over to education. So very fun, very fun. I have my bachelor's. Got that about a year ago. So yeah. Thank you for your question. Superman Nintendo fan said, are there any YouTubers that inspired you to make ASMR content? So I guess I kind of answered that a little bit earlier, like Luna Bloom, GB, those guys, Goodnight Moon. And then what led you to deciding on making Pokemon videos other than it just being your favorite series? That's a good question. I'm pretty sure it was just my first 2 videos where I was just kind of messing around with different things, just like did whatever came to my head. There was the face molding one, which was my very first one, and then there was the renaming crayon colors, which was my second one. I don't know where I got the idea for that. I just thought it'd be fun. It was like a 40-minute video. I don't know, I guess I just thought it would be a really good way to generate new ideas for. There's a lot of stuff that you could do with Pokemon in general just because it's such a large franchise, and there was just a lot of untapped content there. Like, usually when it comes to me doing ASMR videos or drawing or coming up with concepts, I always try to create something that I myself would want to see and enjoy and play or listen to. And for me, I was like, well, I want to see more ASMR videos related to Pokemon, and I really like Pokemon, so why don't we just go with that? And that paired with the fact that I was prepping my Evolutions video so much and was so excited for that, I was like, wow, this is really cool. I want to do more of this. And then the gym leader video just kind of made for sure of like, oh yeah, I definitely want to keep doing this. Like, this seems like something that I want to do and that a lot of other people enjoy. So with those 2 videos combined and just all the like untapped potential from it, that's why I do Pokemon videos now. So really good question. Thank you so much. Next one is from Beast Mode Cookie 1060 said, what is your favorite and least favorite Pokemon generation and why? I know some people might flame me for this, but mine's Gen 1. Ooh, I don't know if you mean that as like your favorite's Gen 1 or your least favorite is Gen 1, but I think either way people would hate on you. Not me personally. I just have a feeling, just seeing all the rampant discussions that have happened in the Pokemon community, that either way you're torched. But no, that's so valid. I would have to say Gen 1. What? No. Gen 3 is my favorite Pokemon generation. Along with it being my first one, it's just really solid. Just really solid. Ruby was great. Emerald was great. I love the Hoenn region in general. I love all of the Pokemon in Hoenn. I think they have one of the most like solid starter trios, if not the most solid. So favorite is 3rd. Least favorite, I feel like I can't answer that because I'm still working my way through playing all of the games and playing all the generations. Just because of, 1, I don't have the consoles required to play all of the games, and 2, I need to buy them, which requires money, and depending on the game, a lot of money. I really wish Game Freak, Nintendo, whoever would re-release some of those games so I can play them. So I can't say that I have a least favorite just because that doesn't seem fair. I can say that the generation I'm the least familiar with is probably Gen 6. Least knowing of Gen 6, which is a shame because they have megas and I love the mega evolutions. Like I played like Omega Ruby with megas. That was really cool. I'm excited to see megas come back in the new Legends game coming up, but I can't say I have a least favorite gen. I'm a fake fan. Oh no. Someone's getting arrested out there. That's an ambulance. Why am I saying arrested? I'm so dumb. This video is going off the rails. Anyway, we're gonna wait for those sirens to pass. I don't know if you can still hear them. I think it's gone now. Okay, anyway. Let's see. Grilled cheese Obama, incredible username. Said, where did you come from? Where did you go? No, I'm just kidding. They asked, where did you come from / where were you born? So I was actually born in California, but I didn't live there for very long. I only lived there for like the first couple months of my life, and then we went to Florida, and then we went to the Philippines, and we were almost going to live there, changed our minds, and then came back to America only to come to Texas. So I've been in Texas since I was 5, so whenever people ask me where I came from, I kind of just say Texas because it's all I've really remembered and known, but technically I was actually born in California, so could have been a beach girl. Let's see. Incognito person 7318 asked your favorite Pokemon moment. I don't know if that means like in the anime or in the community from someone's video, so I'm just gonna answer this to the best of my ability. Favorite Pokemon moment. If you mean the anime, I haven't watched a lot of the episodes from the anime. I've watched some of them, but not a whole ton. So I'm not trying to answer this. I'm gonna go with community moments, if that's okay. Probably. Sorry, this probably isn't what you meant, but I'm not entirely sure, so I'm just gonna answer it to the best I can. Jaden animations, including Yawn PC in one of her Nuzlocke videos. I thought that was really cool. I guess it's a community moment. Sorry, I hope that answers your question somewhat. Neotono5536 says, looks a lot like my cat in relation to the picture of my cat that I posted. And then WG Tart83, you guys have a lot of numbers in your names. 8340 said, what is the cat's name? I call him Goober, but his legal name is Goosebug. And then Ocelot the Sea Creature asked, how did you find ASMR in the first place? So I'm just going to delve more into how I answered one of the other questions, which had to do with the ASMR artists that have influenced me. Technically, the first ever kind of person, I guess, that got me into ASMR that I watched videos from was Pokimane. I think she actually deleted her ASMR videos, which is a shame because I actually really liked them. But I watched like every single one of those. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm not gonna watch anyone else because I just really like her voice and I don't think anyone else is gonna match that. But she was my introduction. And once she stopped making them, I was like, well, I guess I have to branch out and find other people. And then that's when I got into like GB, Goodnight Moon, probably a couple other people, but I can't really think of them right now. But yeah, that's how I got into ASMR. And the rest is history. So funny start, but that's what got us here. There's a couple more questions. We're gonna go ahead and answer those. before I started recording, I sent out a post to members to grab any other questions just in case anyone had any more. So we're gonna go ahead over to Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. He was my first ever member. I will always be appreciative of that. He asked, how is life in general? If you're comfortable about talking about yourself, we'd love to learn more about you and your interests. Well, thank you. Life's been pretty good since I am an educator. I'm on summer break right now. So not on summer break because of college. I graduated college. Summer break because the kids are on break, so I am too. But it's been good. I've been trying to find ways of keeping myself busy. I started plant caretaking. They've been doing pretty good. I have a Russian sage. I have I think it's called a whirling butterfly. It's a really pretty like white flower. I have some lantanas, and then I have I think it's called a Luna rose. Either that or something else. I've been going to the gym a lot more. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft on my modded single player world, and then I've also been playing on a server with one of my friends. Honestly, not much other than that, apart from like going out for lunch or drinks with my friends, like friends or coworkers. But other than that, it's been pretty chill. Yeah, I've been having a pretty good break. It hasn't gotten boring yet. I know whenever I was a kid and summer break would go, I'd be solid for like a good 3 weeks, and then I would just be bored out of my mind. But now that I'm an adult with a car and money, I can actually go places and get things that I want, so it's definitely more enjoyable now. But that's how my life is going. Thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate that. And then Matt said, rank all of the evolutions. Not really a question, it's kind of a question. Just to clarify, he was the one that said in parentheses, not really a question, lol. But I think it counts. We'll answer that. I saw that question before I started recording, so I actually pulled up a tier list. I'm not gonna go too in depth with the letter rankings I would give each of them, just because this isn't really a solid list and I don't want to get flamed for my opinions again. But first up, let's see, Jolteon. Jolteon's my favorite evolution. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's yellow. Maybe it's because he's an electric type. I just really like Jolteon. He's a cutie. He's an absolute cutie. I love him. But Flareon is a very close second favorite. Flareon is like trailing right after Jolteon. Flareon's a very, very close second. I love Flareon, how fluffy he is. I would love to own one to just hold him constantly and cuddle him. I would never be able to get out of bed. I would go to bed early just to snuggle up with this space heater. I'd do that with my cat, but my cat doesn't really like snuggling. Like, he likes to snuggle into me, but as soon as I try to snuggle him, he runs away. So I have a feeling Flareon would embrace the cuddle. So I'm talking more passionately about Flareon, and yet Jolteon's my favorite. I don't know. I guess after Flareon would be Sylveon. I guess I just really like the colors. Not really much explanation after that. I do find Sylveon's eyes very funny. Just these like huge, big blue bug eyes that just look at you, probably from whichever direction you look at it. I look at Sylveon and I'm like, it's giving Gojo. I think I find Sylveon for the most part, honestly. That's why she ranks so high. Umbreon probably comes next. Umbreon is just a really nice design to look at, and all of their cards are just so good. Every Umbreon card is nice to look at. Following Umbreon is Espeon, I suppose. It's just also pretty good design. I don't think it's as solid as Umbreon, but Espeon still has really nice colors. I like Espeon's ears and tail specifically. Espeon has a really nice silhouette. Following that is Vaporeon. I would love to put Vaporeon higher, specifically because her design is, in my opinion, the best one, just because it's so creative and fun. Everything about it is very, like, iconic. Like, really? Vaporeon's design is really nice. I don't know why I didn't rank it higher. I guess I just don't have as much of an emotional attachment to it. And the copy pasta is trapped in my head. Anyway, after that, I think Leafeon and Glaceon kind of share a spot. I don't know, I'm not really like overly attached to them in any way. It might just be because I've used them the least in terms of the main series games along with Showdown. But yeah, nothing wrong with any of the evolutions. I think you'd have to be crazy to dislike any of them. All of them are good. I just have more feelings for some of them than others. But yeah, I think that was actually the very last question. We reached 30 minutes, not bad. I was really scared we were gonna go for too long, but we did good. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. This is actually the second video that I recorded tonight because I had a video request video that I had to get done for a Milky Way moth. But if you're interested, if you want to join on the bus for getting good nights, sending in video requests, it's monthly. You can ask for a video of your choice every month. I do have to approve it beforehand, you know, just to be safe. But if you're interested, that is an option if you want to be a Milky Way moth. Or if you just want the custom emojis, you can always be a Starbee and you'll get a personal goodnight, just like this one. I'm going to go ahead down the list. We have 12 members now. Thank you all so much. We're going to go ahead and say goodnights to Milky Way moths first. So that is Jordan. Thank you, Jordan, so much. Have a very good night. Thank you for being a Milky Way moth. And then Kuba is our second Milky Way moth. So thank you so much, Kuba. Good night and very sweet dreams. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Starbees. So our Starbees are Matt. Good night to Matt. Thank you so much for being a Starbee. We have Jamie up next. So good night, Jamie. Thank you so much. Next we have Jorge. So good night. Thank you so much, Jorge, for being a member. Next up we have Tim. Good night, Tim. Thank you so much for being a member. Next up we have Mikey. Good night, Mikey. Thank you so much. Next up we have JR. Good night. Thank you so much to JR for being a member. Next up is Tyler. Good night, Tyler. Very sweet dreams. Next up is Henry. Good night, Henry. Thank you so much for being a member. And then War Stallion. Good night. Sweet dreams. Thank you so much to War Stallion for being a member. To anyone who's just joined, if you have a different name you'd like to be referred to, or I don't know, if you want to correct me on my pronunciation for any names, please let me know. And to everyone else watching, I want to give a big thank you so much to you guys as well. You do not have to be a member for me to be so thankful. I know I keep pushing the whole member thing only because it already feels like we're building a community and I'm really excited to keep building that. But 10K is insane, and I don't know, that's just really cool. I don't know, I really could have had a better speech than that. But I am just completely astounded at the amount of love and support and community that you guys have with me on this channel, and I only hope that we continue to grow and have fun creating, watching, having these Pokemon videos together. But yeah, good night to every single person out there who's made it this far. Have very sweet dreams, and thank you for